Hi friends, welcome to part 5 of essentially the things that you wish your brain didn't repeat, but around body image around your body, what people think about your body, the things you wish you didn't repeat in your head, and the things you wish you didn't still agree with sometimes. But what we're going to do today is unpack some of that and just give you some validation that the thing that's going to help us the most is to be a compassionate witness to things that maybe we don't like, versus beating ourselves up that we have those thoughts. And, working towards basically what tools do we need, what safety do we need internally, externally, and just problem solving through this. So my name is Tracy Brown. If you don't know me, my team and I provide non-diet, trauma-informed nutrition counseling so you can feel safer in your own skin. So this is video 5. So we've done a video every single day with the comments that I received about this topic. Again, I'll read it again so you know where it's coming from here. I said, what are some thoughts you have aren't helpful, but you fall into believing them again and again, all right? So a lot of people who have posted on this, they say some things and they immediately are capturing that thought and countering it back, providing some compassion, have other tools instead. And then some people didn't, maybe don't have that skill set or ability yet, no big deal. We are here just offering and supporting each other. So that's what that's about. And this is the last video, and I'm going to get through all the rest of the comments. That way, everybody's got to. Now, I will disclaim this, that if I do miss somebody and if I do say something that just kind of misses the mark for your situation, because again, I don't know anybody's situation. I'm not really trying to provide clinical services here. Just trying to help you be a compassionate witness and unblunt. So remember, I'm not trying to be your nutrition therapist here, but just help you unglue from the thoughts. All right, that's it. And if you need more help, if you want to do some deep body image decoding with me this fall, put an emoji down below and I will send you the link to that when it gets closer to time for that masterclass to start. So, and if I missed you, please don't be shy and say, hey, wait, I don't think that you addressed mine. And I did my best to get to all of them. If I missed one, please let me know and we'll take care of that. We'll get right to it, okay? All right, so I'm going to go to this one. It says, I don't deserve to eat until I am full because I don't deserve eat until I'm full because I will gain weight and others will know I am a bad person. Ouch, how painful. The thoughts are wrong but deeply ingrained. So thank you for telling me, saying this so we can see all right, you can see. That's great. You have I'm at this point in life, self is saying I know that's not according to my values the way I'm talking. I don't really fully believe it, but there's a part of me that came to that conclusion a long time ago and those thoughts never got challenged, right? So the reality is, saying that if I fully get my needs met, I get satisfaction, I feel good about my eating, I get enough food to last for a while. That means that if my body changes, I'm a bad person. So basically the overcoupling here is if I eat enough, if my body changes of me getting my needs met, this is a problem. I'm bad. I'm the problem. And I want you to unglue from that for a second and say oh, I see what's happening. That there's 2 levels here, is that your body size is indicative of your value and your worth and your significance. So you have to challenge that with just straight up look, I know we live in a hostile environment sometimes, and as hard as that is, we have to build up our good resources in our lives. That way, as we're doing the hard things in life and navigating the hard things, that there's something to anchor to, right? When people aren't kind, because we can't control people being unkind, but we can build our internal and external resources to navigate that, right? And then the other part of this here is the fullness equals badness. I'm an inferior person, and again, we call that mentally a primitive strategy, where it's it's a black and white thought form. That means if I have a need and that miffs somebody or puts somebody out, let's say oh, you need that again. You feel that shame over and over again. Eventually you start to think, oh, that hurts so bad. I don't want people to feel that way. I must be bad for making them feel that way. Okay, well, what was I doing wrong? Oh, I ate food and I had needs, and therefore I guess my needs are bad. and it makes them upset. So I'm a bad person for making them upset. So you can see how tangly and messy and untrue it all is, because people have needs, especially the younger and younger and younger we are, the more actually needy, which is appropriate, that we are. All right. So a lot of times our thinking really comes from a place of early hurt, and it makes sense that it would be so hurtful what people think about us, because we're kind of relying on what people treat us, so it's just really important to unglue all that, like, how old is this, and keep going and keep going. So yeah, your needs aren't too much. It is just, I could call it the ghost of the past, until you say, no, you're not, these needs aren't too much, and I'm going to take care of things now, and really start to kind of step up and ungluing all this and being a compassionate witness. Sometimes we continue, no matter how nice people are now we're still always worried about it, and we can get past the worry about it when that need for being seen and cared for gets met. Okay, so that's it with that one. And I'm going to skip because I've gotten through about most of these, I think. I thought I was way more behind than I am. Let's see. So just bear with me here, y'all. I might be about done. I thought I had way more than this. Yay for me. I think I got it about whooped. Let's see. I think I might have a couple more and we'll be done. So let me just double check everything. Again, I might have missed some. The guy might have gotten in multiple layers of responses. So if that's you, please let me know. I'll come back on here and make sure I got your back with that. All right. Let's see. Sorry, there's another place I had some responses that I didn't see. All right, 4 days ago. Oh, got 2 more and we'll be done. All right, this one's, I think actually I did this one yesterday. This is the last one. This last one says that my stomach should be flat and I should be able to maintain the body I had in my 20s. I think I may have done that yesterday. And then the other one says that I'm a freak of nature because I'm overweight. Interesting. Both of these, I know they say totally different things, but the reality is what they mean is that something's wrong with me if I don't age and if my body never changes, and especially if I'm not whatever romanticized mind control programming version of the culture I'm supposed to be to belong, right? And I think we have to make that decision as adults, like whom and what do I want to belong with and to? Who's our people? Where's our values? And being able to recognize that all things that everybody thinks about us are as harmful as maybe the things that we think about us or that have happened to us. And that in now time, we do have the capacity and the resources and the tools to be able to grow those skills that maybe we never grew up having, that we're not supported. Maybe you have support people now in your life that could help you stay on the path with those things. All right. So I think that's it. I think we've got 5 days of like all kinds of negative thoughts and all kinds of ways to like capture those thoughts, unblend and unglue from those, and put a stake in the ground inside yourself of like, I'm getting to know who I am and what I value and that's the truth. What have I been through? What are all the life circumstances and the adaptations and the ups and the downs with my food issues that I've had to kind of basically survive to get to this place. And we want to say thank you, body, for helping us survive to this point, probably doing exactly what you needed to do. If you didn't have the emotional capacity not to restrict, binge, whatever, until you're learning at this point, it's like, well, that makes sense that my body has had to navigate adapting to how I emotionally not feel so overwhelmed, as well as now that I know that there are other tools for me and I'm growing and I'm learning. Body, I'm not going to blame you for that either. It's not cool. It's not fair. It recapitulates the badness in which we were treated in the past, and we don't have to carry that forward in the future. So anyway, as I'm hopping off here, like I said at the beginning, I'm going to do a body image kind of kind of masterclass this fall. So if you're interested in that, you can put an emoji below and I'll message you about it. Or just go through these 5 videos. There's some really great resources out there. One of my favorite books is When Women Stop Hating Their Bodies. That's a really great book. I'll just stick with one book. There's so many great ones. It's not the only great one. It's just one of my favorite go-tos. I've done classes on it just because it's so thorough around the ways in which we use the body as a container, the ways, the metaphor in which how we talk trashy to ourselves or our body parts, kind of what it says about our history and the programming from our families and our culture. There's so much goodness in that book, so I recommend that one, When Women Stop Hating Their Bodies. And yeah, if you have more to say, please share it here, and we'll move on to another topic that's of importance, of course, hopefully to all of you or most of you next week. If you have any requests, let me know, and I'll be happy to do some encouragement and teaching here as well. So thank you so much for these 5 days. They've been great. I felt really connected to you all and how far a lot of you are coming. Those of you who are feeling like it's kind of a whack-a-mole, hopefully something I said in these last 5 days helped you kind of really sit back and like, oh, I thought I was doing this wrong. It's just like, but actually something that somebody else said made a lot of sense as to why I'm struggling. Okay, I'm going to try what they're trying and see if it brings you any relief, any support. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week.